literally a time capsule of a person's life. Welcome if you are new. As always, thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I wanted to switch it up on you guys a little bit. We've been thrifting and going to thrift stores for the last couple weeks, last couple months. I'm not gonna say I'm burnt out on thrift stores, but I wanted to do something different. It is overcast and cold today, a proper day to go to an estate sale. I have my little coffee cup here today, coffee from home because I'm a girl on a budget, and we are going to go to an estate sale that I found on estatesales.com, says it in the name. Now this one looked particularly interesting because it had a lot of different styles and what looks like to be a lot of different decades worth of items. As you can see here, there are toys, there are clothes, a ton of dishware, furniture, all kinds of stuff. Personally, I love going to thrift stores that have mid-century modern either in the title or it shows it in the photos. My dream one day would be to have a home that was all decked out in vintage furniture from around that era. Obviously, I'm not in the market for anything, but with a day like today, we're gonna peruse and look around, and I think we're gonna be able to find some cool stuff. So instead of the regular spiel, we're gonna do a cozy thrift with me to an estate sale today. I'll be putting a link to this estate sale because it's going to be going on by the time this video is uploaded, I think at least 1 or 2 more days. So if you are in the Orange County area, you can definitely go and check it out. People have been walking back and forth with items, and so I'm really excited, so let's just head in.
First up, as you walk through the house, the kitchen was on the left, and so we started there. Lots of old kitchen equipment, plates, bottles, and mugs. An older gentleman and I were talking about how cool this butter curler was, and as we kept going down, I saw a lot of really cool old packaging and lots of different items. And then as you pass down here, she had a ton, and I mean a ton, of different glassware, mugs, bowls, and things like that. These were some of the odd and fun ones that I found while at the kitchen. I really loved the color of this crock pot. It sort of reminded me of the colors from the 1960s, that green and orange and yellow. And as we turned the corner, we had another table full of little tchotchkes and items from her house. I loved that rabbit cookie jar, and as you can see here, we have only scratched the surface. There was so much to look at. She had some seasonal dishware on this back counter, as you can see here, and as we walked into what I assumed was the living room and dining room, I instantly noticed these 2 lamps. They were absolutely beautiful. It was quite overwhelming to see the amount of things she had acquired. The dishware sets were priced pretty accordingly. I don't have a ton of knowledge around vintage cups and plates, but I imagine they were reasonably priced. Let me know in the comments if I'm way off base here. One of the things I did while checking out all these items, and noticed that a lot of other people were doing the same thing, was going on to eBay, Google, and Etsy to see how much these things were retailing for, and I added some of them here for comparison so you can kind of see what people are selling them for online versus at this specific estate sale. It seemed like this woman might have been Dutch. I saw some art and music from Holland, or depicting Holland, which was really cool to see throughout her home. As we moved from the dining room into the living room, they had set up a ton of different games and toys and equipment that she had. I found this, well, according to eBay, rare vintage 1960s jumbo string pegs game retailing for $19 plus shipping, whereas here they were selling it for $2. I noticed on the listing the amount of toys she had as well, and as I say in a later clip, it seemed like this woman might have been an elementary school teacher or had a family with lots of children given the amount of toys they had. Next up, I found this absolutely gorgeous RCA all-wood mid-century modern record player for $150. It was so beautiful, and here she is when the lid is lifted. So stunning. And as I turned across the way, there were even more stunning silverware and dishes. I really loved this huge shell one that was $4. Some of these other little dishes here. It really seemed like this woman loved collecting dishware and things like that. She had probably close to 20 sets of dishware in total, and obviously I wasn't able to show you everything, but this is just a few items, and really they are all very unique, and I can't even imagine where these are all from. Take a look at some of the other stuff that she has, including some electronics and some really cool film. Next, we moved on to some of the cameras, headphones, radios, and video cameras that she had, and I was able to find these two really unique pieces of film from lunar missions in the 1960s. I'm not exactly sure if you were able to just purchase these back then, but it really does truly feel like a piece of history, and it was really fun finding these. we are moving into the back half of the house, which was her bedroom and bathroom. And as I walked in there was a ton to see. I'm going to show you some clips of some vintage clothing I found while searching her bedroom, including some accessories as well. The last room of the house seemed kind of like a catch-all, but underneath some of these magazines I did find another record player for much cheaper. I imagine it's not able to be played, and it looked like it did have some mold on it. This was the last room of the house, and so I'm just going to show you a few more tchotchkes and some things outside as well.
So we are back from the estate sale. I haven't been to one in so long. Last time we went to an estate sale was with my best friend Ariana, and I believe over a year ago. I really want to come to more of these because the items are so unique. It's literally a time capsule of a person's life. And unfortunately, a lot of times it seems like after the person has passed away, they do these types of estate sales. So it's a full life of someone that you get to have a glimpse at. Little background about this one. They were talking about a woman that had passed away, unfortunately, and so they were getting ready to sell the house. It seemed like from the items that I was pulling and that I was seeing was that maybe she was a teacher, specifically maybe like an elementary school teacher. Obviously, I don't know for sure, but it was cool to see all the books and stuff that she had for children. Or maybe she just had a big family with a lot of kids. Obviously, I don't need anything, but I wanted that record player so badly. Like I said previously, I would love to have a home with vintage furniture, and the quality of it was so heavy. There was a lady that I was talking to, and she had picked up a couple of the smaller record players, each for around 30 bucks, and that one was 150, and it was gorgeous. Even some of the lamps as well, I loved those. And this lady was pretty fashionable too. I found some photos and some albums as well. It makes you a little sad to see all of her stuff that she collected throughout the years. But she kept things in really great condition. As you saw towards the end, all of the stuff outside was really, really nice, well-made furniture as well. And as you can see as I'm filming, there are people coming in. I think this place is gonna be popping over the weekend. Currently, I'm filming on a Thursday, and it is the first day of this estate sale. But yeah, I had a lot of fun. I am going to show you the two things that I got Not specifically for me, but for my boyfriend. So babe, if you're watching this, just skip ahead a little bit. Sent him some videos of the inside, and I found these 8mm film of Apollo 8, the first manned lunar flight, and Apollo 7, first 3 US space flight. Color silent 8mm film. Now, I don't know how we're going to watch these, but he really loves space and science. And when I sent him a picture of these, he said, oh, that would be really cool to own. And so I got it for him. These were each $1, very cheap, and it's just a fun little gift to give him. I didn't get anything for myself. I didn't need anything. The clothes were all a little bit too big, and I am still just trying to curate my closet and make it my dream closet instead of just bringing in a ton of different items. So I passed. If I did have money and an apartment, one of those lamps and that mid-century modern record player would be going home with me. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me today. If you do enjoy this type of content and you want me to start going to more estate sales, let me know in the comments down below. Also, let me know what your favorite item was, if you would have bought anything. If you do enjoy this type of content, definitely give this video a like, a comment, and subscribe down below. You can find all my social media here as I post more thrifting and lifestyle content over there. And last but not least, I will see you guys on the next video.